Hey there, Glenn with the Toy Temple, and today I'm taking a look at Reaper from the Overwatch Ultimates wave. And Hasbro did a very good job making several awesome figures. Tracer, Reinhardt, Reaper. I mean, he's a cool dude. You look at the guns, you look at the blast effects, the artillery, the armor on him, he looks really cool. And then you realize, wait, he's got an additional form, and it looks a little something like this. And then you realize, wow, that is that's way cooler. But we'll talk about that here in a second. The figure looks great. I'll tell you exactly why I got him here in a sec, but let's get him out of the package, check him out, and I hope you'll join me. And here's Reaper out of the package. And you know, I like the design. I do. He does have a hard time standing up. It took me a sec to get him to finally stay put, but I really like it. I like the look of, like, you know, you could probably scrape off the Overwatch logo. You could leave that one. You could scrape that off and he'd be a grunt for, I don't know, some evil corporation run by a small-time Marvel Legends villain. Maybe Tombstone or something. I don't know. And have one of your Marvel Legends beat him up. He works as the faceless thug. He does have these really weird-looking trigger finger hands, which is fine. I mean, he does come with additional hands, and we'll talk about those for a sec, but I wish before they canceled the Overwatch Ultimates line, they would do a upgraded Reaper figure. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't just go with this design first. I mean, look at that. Look how cool this is. Size comparison works, sort of. I mean, he's a little shorter when he becomes this form, I guess, but I don't know. I love this design. This one's not my favorite, but I wish you could have just sold this one before it all collapsed. Dang. But articulation-wise, he does have head movement. He's got it on a little ball and peg. Does it pop off? Not without a lot of effort, and I'm not going to do that. He does have butterfly shoulders, which is fantastic. Shoulders go all the way around. He does have biceps. Or is that just shoulder? He's got bicep. It's just like upper bicep. He does have wrist. He does have double jointed elbows. He's got this nice upper diaphragm joint and ab crunch, which seems to be the new norm with Hasbro. I know the Retro Wave Spider-Man's going to have that. Beast had it. I think it's awesome. I think it's really going to add some new layers of articulation and posing when you play with the action figures and you post your little photos online. It's going to be a good day when that figure comes out. He does have legs that kick out that far, kick back that far, forward that far, double jointed knees. No boot cut because the boots go pretty much all the way up to his thigh. He doesn't have any ankle rocker, but there is a pivot, so not too shabby. It's probably why I had a hard time making him stand. The look is there. I mean, I really like the design. He's a little loose at the diaphragm joint. I mean, look at that. He's like a little hula dancer. Like, the deco on him, the little like C4 plastic explosive belt, really awesome. I genuinely enjoy when it's really cool deco like this. Like, it's even like strapped onto his leg down here, and it twists with the leg so it doesn't inhibit the articulation down there. Really cool. He's got little shoulder pads, and they accounted for the shoulder pads so that when you lift the arms up all that far, they don't get in the way. Paint lines are clean all the way down. The silver looks good. His little hoodie looks amazing. I like the colors a lot. The blue, the silver, the green, the black. It all blends really well. He's pretty cool, honestly. Let's take a look at those accessories. We'll do a quick size comparison, and then we'll give him a final score. Taking a look at the accessories, you've got two awesome big-time pistols. And with these pistols comes an additional blast effect, and it snaps, or rather pegs, right in. The paint on these is not great. They are just giant, unpainted, gray So the Figma is like a $120 figure. Obviously there's some paint difference, but not too much. I mean, you could really just take a paint pen to this and, you know, make it something really cool. But for being a $20 action figure, that's really darn close to the real, you know, to $120. And actually it's got a better sculpt, I think. I think it's got more detail compared to this one. When you really look at them side by side, I see it. He also does come with additional hands, one punch-in power and one, like, superhero pose hand. The little triangle pose if you fall from a great height and you land with that one hand, like, boom. These things, though, they look like really good-looking Jolly Ranchers. Very happy with it. Very happy with this selection of accessories. I did want to talk about the head real quick. I feel like it's very, very tiny. It's got good detail. He's got like a little scar up underneath his eye, mustache, or rather goatee. You can see a little bit of, I don't know, is that a mole? His knit beanie looks good. But I feel like the head is just slightly undersized. Very quickly as I'm posing this guy, I really wish he didn't look so bored when holding the gun. I figured like a more angry face would do the job, but yeah, he's just kind of calm. And here's your size comparison between Figma Reaper and Ultimates Reaper. And one thing that I complained about in this review was if you slightly moved his arm at any point, the joint just didn't hold. This one, yeah, he drops it, but it does stay in place. Yeah, that's another issue. And here is Reaper next to Reinhardt, and yeah, that's pretty big. And then we've got Mercy next to Reaper, and yeah, she's slightly taller, but still within the same scale. So, what are my final thoughts on Reaper? Well, I feel like he is a great figure for the $3.74 I paid for him. But if you bought this for $20 and you expected his other form, you would be sorely disappointed. The figure itself actually has really good proportions, good paint, good deco. You know, he looks like the character from the game. I can't fault him for that. Look at the articulation. They gave him butterfly joints, double jointed elbows, knees. Just grading it solely on as a figure, it's pretty solid. Other than the size of the head, I'm going to say like a 3.5 out of 5. I really like it. You know, it's got everything I would like in a figure, minus little dings here and there. But I just wish we got that other form instead of this one. If you have, I don't know, Spider-Man or Wolverine or Black Widow, anybody could beat up this guy if you're doing action figure photography. And I don't think it'd look too out of place, truthfully. So give it a shot. Take some photos. I want to see what you got. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at the Toy Temple. Tag me in whatever you got. I want to see it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe on this video. And with that, thank you again for watching. And remember, you're never too old to enjoy the things you love.